Luca beat Cheer Kingston, who was probably something licked in the race. Londolese on the inside third. A gap then to Like a Trojan, followed by Don't Imbibe. Mash made some ground on the rail, and they're followed by Amazon Lad, Russian Spy, Coningsby, Threadneedle, Bush Lawyer, one of the last with Mighty Quinn, Timescale, and Big Time Molly was last to greet the judge. Stand by for numbers in the last. Victory for Prince of Luca, number 3. Ridden by Darren Gauci. Darren just recently back from suspension. The winner trained by Leon Corstens. Back to 3-year-old company after placing in open company at his last start. Now second goes to number 7, Sheer Kingston, ridden by Aaron Spiteri. And third, number 1, Londolese, ridden by...
Tootanani goes in as they still try to slam the gate shut behind Amber Snip. And the last couple up are Simply Sal and Mighty Aphrodite. Amber Snip's not happy. Is almost in. They just can't quite slam the gate shut behind Amber Snip at the moment. There's about 4 or 5 attendants trying to push the rump of Amber Snip, and they've got it now. Amber Snip is in. Last 2 getting ready for the first of the day, Mighty Aphrodite and Simply Sal. Mighty Aphrodite drawn the outside barrier. Simply Sal is drawn a couple in from the outside. Almost ready. First event of the day. Now they're just having a couple of problems with Simply Sal, who's making her debut today. Cordelise's right in the market, number 2. Favourite is Hanover Township. Into $2.80 now on Super Tab. 2 Cordelice is $7.30. $8.90 for 7 Rain Danzig. $8.90 also for 8 Seder. And $6.70 number 11 Umalara. Now they get Simply Sal about almost halfway in, but she's really digging the toes in. They've got her now. So they're all in, set to go for the first event of the day. First of 9 races. And attendance stays in with Simply Sal. Racing on a slow track with the rail at 8 metres. Light is blinking away. They're all in. Still no all clear. There it is. Racing. And a little slow out was Mighty Aphrodite. Also slow to begin, Simply Sal. And showing good early pace is Cordelice with Seder. And going through Tootanani's going to keep the lead. Then Amber Snip, followed by Hanover Township. Umalara on the inside. Simply Sal is next, followed by Rain Danzig. Dynasty Arc out deep. A length further away in the field then to Mukasha. And a length to Mighty Aphrodite, who's last. Off the back, Tootanani a half length in front from Amber Snip. Seder out 3 deep. A length further away on the fence is Umalara, followed by Hanover Township. Out very deep is Dynasty Arc, followed by Rain Danzig. Next in the field up towards the home turn would be Simply Sal. Over on the fence then before the home turn is Cordelice, and back to last is Mighty Aphrodite. 4.50 to go. Over on the fence, Tootanani narrowly has the lead from Amber Snip. Seder out 3 deep. 4 wide is Dynasty Arc. Hanover Township needs a run back in behind them, followed by Umalara. Extremely deep out. Putting in his run is Rain Danzig. Down to the 300. Amber Snip took the front. Hanover Township out after the leader. So too is Dynasty Arc. Rain Danzig towards the outside with Mighty Aphrodite. Amber Snip led at the 200, but closing fast is Dynasty Arc on the outside and running home Mighty Aphrodite. Dynasty Arc took the front. Challenging is Rain Danzig out very deep. Rain Danzig's going home best to get up and win. Rain Danzig gets home about 3/4 to Dynasty Arc. Third on the inside's Amber Snip, followed in behind them by Umalara. With them was Hanover Township, followed in by Seder. With them was behind them Mighty Aphrodite, who just weakened out of it the last 200 metres or so from Mukasha, Cordelice, Tootanani, and back of the tail was Simply Sal. 7.31 in the...
Going to sleep in at Caulfield today for the running of the first. Here's Greg Miles.
Gold. Spectacular Gold's going to run the favourite here at $4.40 and $1.50 as the last of them get ready and the light gets switched on. Second pick is 2 Amber Boy at $5.30 and $2.40. Spectacular Gold, the one to watch though. Drawn in gate number 4. Just about ready now. Amber Boy, the one to move up, and we'll have them ready to go. It's out of line, Amber Boy. Last start winner at Geelong, but he hung out very badly over the concluding stages and has been the easing second pick in the race. Spectacular Gold, Craig Williams, looking for his first winner back since that fall, which happened here at Caulfield back in Easter. And he's had 2 or 3 rides back since, taking it nice and easy. He's on one of his father's horses here, and they've backed it very, very heavily. Now 441.50. Amber Boy's got in out next to Hamlet and Prince of Rebels. All attack stood in well, and the field is set. Ready to break at the 1,000 for the first. Track is slow. Rail out 15. Off they go. Spectacular Gold began just reasonably. He's going to settle in the last few. The Mookster a little slow, but is hunting up quickly. All Attack and Prince of Rebels with Blue Danzig away quickly, and Amber Boy showing pace on the outside of these. He's a goer just behind them, followed then by Rusty's Reward and Port Leather, and they're followed by Clooney the Rail. Then Spectacular Gold, who's settled down with only 2 behind him. They're Red Spark and 2 lengths to Hamlet. Coming near to the turn, the Mookster and Blue Danzig are going to corner in front of All Attack, Prince of Rebels and Amber Boy. 2 lengths Clooney on the inside of Rusty's Reward, and now Spectacular Gold is picking up the bit, charging around the outside, and then Port Leather with Hamlet still last when they corner. It's the Mookster tackled by Blue Danzig, who's shot to the front, Prince of Rebels down the outside, and now Spectacular Gold is coming on, but Blue Danzig shot nicely clear at the 200. Amber Boy is giving chase, and they're followed by Prince of Rebels and Spectacular Gold out wide, but Blue Danzig with about 75 to go, the leader. Spectacular Gold rattling home when it's all over. Blue Danzig is clear near the post, and Blue Danzig beats Spectacular Gold by a length and a quarter. About 4 lengths to Amber Boy. Hamlet made up good ground from last to get fourth. They're followed just behind these then by the Mookster, who led up and weakened, and then All Attack, Prince of Rebels, Rusty's Reward, Port Leather, followed by Clooney, Red Spark, and He's a Goer dropped out to be last of all.
Well, Rain Danzig won the first at Geelong, and now Blue Danzig has won the first at Caulfield, ridden by Darren Gouchy, who offered Geelong. Here's Adam.
The show out with Ollie's Folly. Out deeper going up towards the front is Schroff, followed by Winkarly. Surgarf back on the fence, followed then by Kevy's Luck. Now going through in between runners up towards the lead is Bejette, and then followed back about third last is Connemara Queen with King Norman, and Maguire's back last. 11.50 out. Bejette now goes through to take the lead by 3/4 on Winkarly. Out deep is Ollie's Folly. Back on the fence is Batesford, a length further back to Surgarf. 1 away further back midfield is Kevy's Luck on the inside of Schroff, then Connemara Queen, King Norman, and Maguire is last. Turning off the back towards the 800 now. In front is Bejette, led by just over a length to Ollie's Folly. Third the rail is Batesford. Winkarly is struggling, passed by Surgarf. Out deeper is Schroff, followed then by Kevy's Luck. Connemara Queen just got checked there. Lost a couple of lengths, is passed by King Norman, and 4 lengths to Maguire. The 2 or 3 leaders skipped away though at the 550 metre point, and going to the lead is Batesford, narrowly from Bejette on the inside. Ollie's Folly out deeper, and 4 wide commencing a run is Surgarf. About 4 lengths then to King Norman. Connemara Queen hooked very deep. Most of these runners coming to the centre of the track as they turn. Inside the 400, Ollie's Folly out wide with Surgarf. Here's Connemara Queen starting to wind up. Oh, she looks to have them covered at the 300. She sprinted to the lead now. Into second goes Surgarf. Bejette back on the inside rail is battling away, but away goes Connemara Queen. Bejette trying to go with her over on the inside, but Connemara Queen's about 2 in front. Bejette's battling on very gamely on the inside, but Connemara Queen gets in by just on a length to Bejette, who fought on very valiantly in second spot. Third is Surgarf. A long break to King Norman, followed by Schroff. With them, Kevy's Luck, Ollie's Folly, a break to Batesford, Winkarly, and Maguire was absolute last.
Jeremy Walsh, the winning rider of number 8, Connemara Queen. Pretty stylish win coming from back in the field. Circled them, chimed in, and for 3/4 of the way down the straight had the leader, Bejette, cut.
And pulling on the outside of Black Tarantula, followed by Our Carnival Girl and Final Glimpse last, but only 5 lengths covers the field. Vincent on the outside, still over racing, is joined by King Win on the fence. Famous Dynasty third. He's travelling 3 wide around Springwood and Black Tarantula. And then Irish Rain from Our Carnival Girl and Final Glimpse last, 6 off the lead. 600 metres out, and Vincent, I think the saddle has shifted on Vincent. He's just in front of King Win. Springwood is now easing out 3 wide as they come around the turn, pratting Famous Dynasty 4 deep. Black Tarantula behind those under pressure as they straighten, and coming over the rise at the 400. King Win and Vincent, they're clear of Springwood, who's immediately under pressure. He even dropped off a little there as they top the hill. King Win on the inside, and Vincent are fighting it out. 2 lengths away, Springwood, who's not doing enough. King Win took a narrow lead over Vincent, 100 out. Springwood's in third place. He's doing nothing at all, and King Win is starting to draw away in the last bit, and he's going to record an easy win. King Win coming away 2 lengths lengths on the line to Vincent. Springwood third. He was the first beaten, followed by Our Carnival Girl, Black Tarantula, then Famous Dynasty and Irish Rain, and tailed off his Final Glimpse. They've got into the track a bit. And you talk about a skinny track. The movable rail is out about the furthest I've seen it in a long, long time. 8 metres, and it's a third of the track, I'd say. It is out 1/3 of the width of the Randwick course proper. So it looks
as Profit Taker comes up. Ruling Regent's going to be the last to link in now. In company with Choo Chow Brother. Ruling Regent ready. Choo Chow Brother comes into the outside and they're all set to go. Ready to break, Regal Conspiracy, the favourite. Light flashing, second of the day, 1,600 metres. Set off and racing. 26 Bricks began fairly. Blazing Sun pinged out of the line well. Regal Conspiracy dropped out to be last of all soon after the start, and after going about 200, Blazing Sun takes up the lead comfortably. Moving up, Ruling Regent and Choo Chow Brother now goes to second. Fourth over on the inside, 26 Bricks. One to Profit Taker, one to Another Chance. A length further back is Fancy Bird, and then Unsolved and Regal Conspiracy. Well, the speed is pretty good. Blazing Sun is setting it out to the 1,100 metres. 2 lengths to Choo Chow Brother. 4 lengths back is Ruling Regent. One away in the field, 26 Bricks, a half Profit Taker. Fancy Bird going up 3 wide from Another Chance, Unsolved, and Regal Conspiracy on the outside last of all is now making a run out 3 wide. Onto the railway side, and Blazing Sun the leader, a length and a quarter to Choo Chow Brother. 3 to Ruling Regent. One away in the field then is Fancy Bird coming around the outside of Profit Taker. Then Unsolved, losing ground, 26 Bricks. Regal Conspiracy over on the outside, and Another Chance is back in the ruck. Coming down the side, 600 left to go, and Blazing Sun by 2 lengths. Fancy Bird moving around the outside to second. Profit Taker's gone through inside it to chase the leader, and they're followed by Ruling Regent under pressure from Choo Chow Brother. Unsolved, and the favourite Regal Conspiracy is second or third last, coming around the home turn, where Blazing Sun has got away about 3 lengths and the one to catch. Blazing Sun leads, Profit Taker giving chase. Fancy Bird, Unsolved, and Ruling Regent are next, and then Regal Conspiracy. They're at the 200, and Blazing Sun is more than 2 lengths in front here from Profit Taker. Unsolved is running a bit of a race down the outside, and then came further back as Another Chance, but Blazing Sun is clear. Profit Taker's trying hard. Blazing Sun with 50 to go, still 2 lengths in front, and Blazing Sun, welcome back to Craig Williams, beat Profit Taker. Another Chance is third. Fourth on the outside was Unsolved, and back behind them was Ruling Regent. Regal Conspiracy never came into the play, followed by Fancy Bird, 26 Bricks, and Choo Chow Brother was last of all.
There it was, Craig Williams, after that fall at Easter with a broken shoulder. Resumed riding last week, and he's broken through today on Blazing Sun. $5.80 and $2.10. One of the promising young riders of Victoria is Craig Williams. Number 7, Profit Taker. A lot of cooperation. We will... Time, Collarane's running late. But we'll be able to show you both races. So let's go now to Geelong and Adam Crittenden.
Race 3. Ready. Racing. Broke away in a pretty good line. Hewlett Glory, one of the first out. Showing pace is Maranui Princess. Luella back in the middle. Out deeper is Liberty Fair. Followed further back in the race by Rustic Ruler. Getting past him is Amber Rossi. Miranda's Delight very deep out. Followed by Marachant. Back to second last, Impressive View. And last is Belle Selena. Now going to the lead here off the back is Maranui Princess. It's been headed off now out deeper by Liberty Fair. Over on the fence is Luella. They're a length in front of Miranda's Delight around Amber Rossi. Over on the rail is Hewlett Glory. A length to Marachant, followed by Impressive View. Second last, Rustic Ruler, and Belle Selena's last about 8 off the front. Up to the turn, 450 out. Liberty Fair, despite racing deep, draws about 3/4 clear from Luella. A length, Miranda's Delight. Maranui Princess is struggling. Marachant comes out deep. Hewlett Glory sticking near the fence as they turn into the straight. 300 to go. Liberty Fair just the leader from Luella the inside. A length away, still making ground is Miranda's Delight, and then Marachant at the 200. Luella's battling on like a bulldog on the inside. Again drew about 3/4 in front. Dying on her run is Liberty Fair, followed by Miranda's Delight, but getting home is Luella. Luella battles on very well to win nearly 2 lengths on the post to Liberty Fair. A neck away third, Miranda's Delight.
So again was Break Me Shake in State Path going to the tail.
Out at Caulfield for race 3 and join Greg Miles.
OK, Rod, getting set now for the third of the day. Famous Folly going into line. Heavily supported on track has been number 3, Our Scenario, which tracked the outside running rail, you might remember, here last Sunday and won very, very well. It's out to 1400 today, but 380 and 180 and well backed on track. Lindenark, Famous Folly. The second elects numbers 1 and 2. Also in the market, Blondine, although it's been a shade easy. And it is firming on the tote at $10.10 and $3.30. Still value with number 12, Lady Longview. A Bart Cummings filly has only had the 2 starts and runs on well, getting to 1400 metres here at 7.10 and 2.30. Nearly ready to go now. A rider of Sharauding climbing back into the structure of the stalls after the filly was placed in riderless, and Star of Rancho is still away from the line. It's the one we need to move in. Previous on the card, 5, 4 and 9 were the numbers. Winner Blazing Sun, ridden by Craig Williams, and the first it was 5, 12 and 2. All set, ready to go now. Never Blush on the inside. Off they go over at the 1400, caught them reasonably well. Star of Rancho drifting back early. Vicky away quickly with Our Scenario. Lindenark, Royal Agenda. Blondine going up on the outside when they settle down now. Going past the 1200 and it's Blondine outside. Lindenark settling in front. 2 lengths to Royal Agenda. Our Scenario ridden back 4th on the inside. One behind them, Never Blush, and they're followed then by Barbados Belle on the outside. 1.5 to Vicky, Famous Folly. Then follows Sharauding on the inside from Star of Rancho, and going up outside it then Lady Longview. Blondine went to a clear lead coming up towards the 800 metre mark, led by a half length now to Lindenark and Royal Agenda on the outside. In behind it then and between horses is Never Blush, and Our Scenario is on the rails, followed by Vicky when they head towards the 600. Next is Barbados Belle, followed by Sharauding. A good way back is Star of Rancho. Lady Longview over on the outside, and Famous Folly. Blondine the leader before the turn, 2 lengths to Lindenark, a length to Never Blush. Our Scenario is hard ridden 4th on the inside of Vicky, and they're followed by Barbados Belle, and Famous Folly is next when they swing around the home corner, and Blondine flattens in about 2 lengths to Lindenark and 2 lengths to Never Blush, followed by Barbados Belle coming down the outside. Blondine the leader with Lindenark coming out after it, 200 metres to go. Then came Never Blush. Our Scenario getting through on the inside, but Blondine in front of Lindenark with about 100 metres to go, and then Our Scenario starting to rattle home, but Blondine's got a good lead, 50 metres to go. Blondine all the way over Our Scenario, and Blondine beat Our Scenario. Third's a photo between Never Blush and Lindenark, nothing in that. Clear of Barbados Belle, Star of Rancho, Famous Folly, Sharauding Vicky, Lady Longview, and Royal Agenda dropped out to be last. Blondine the winner, ridden by Matthew Paget. Number 7 has led all the way in beating Our Scenario. Not much in it for third. Still await the number for third there, but Blondine, Matthew Paget, has led all the way to take out the third event of the day.
Last night's prospect King Lap both begin fast. King Eric is going with them, and Apricot and Whiskey's ridden out with a whip trying to keep them all out but won't succeed. Just behind them is Abbott's Revenge, followed by Astro Teddy, Prince Veritable out deep around Lyric Monarch, and Splasher Red is back on the fence. So out of the straight, King Eric in front. He wants to go a lot quicker. The saddle may have moved on it a little bit as well. It leads towards the back by a length on Knight's Prospect. Apricot and Whiskey third. Astro Teddy is racing in 6th spot. The favourites right in front of him there, King Lap, with Abbott's Revenge over on the inside. 3/4 away to Lyric Monarch out deep. A length then to Splasher Red, and 2 away last is Prince Veritable. 1500 to go. Saddle looks to have moved on King Eric a bit. He leads by a neck on Knight's Prospect the outside. A length to Apricot and Whiskey. 1.5 away 4th is King Lap, followed the outside by Lyric Monarch. Then Abbott's Revenge on the inside of Astro Teddy. 2 lengths then to Splasher Red, and last is Prince Veritable. Down the back, and Apricot and Whiskey is going up to apply a bit of speed here along the back. Apricot and Whiskey 3 deep. Around the outside, off pushing through is King Eric, and back in the middle there, showing pace as well as Knight's Prospect, and those 3 share the front by 2 lengths. Racing in 4th spot now is the favourite King Lap, enjoying a beautiful trip. Then Lyric Monarch, Astro Teddy. Back on the inside then comes Abbott's Revenge. Second last is Splasherette, and last of all is Prince Veritable, about 8 to 10 lengths off the lead. Well, Apricot and Whiskey's dropping back now as they turn off the back with 800 to go. These leaders starting to tire, and King Lap eases out deep, and he quickly rushed to the front. King Lap took over, Lyric Monarch going with him, and they beat off King Eric. Astro Teddy moves to third, then Knight's Prospect, Splasherette. Apricot and Whiskey's gone, followed by Abbott's Revenge, and last is Prince Veritable before the turn. Lyric Monarch is so far going with King Lap. They're going together. A length and a half to Astro Teddy towards the centre. 2 lengths then further back is Splasherette, and that quartet have raced about 8 lengths in front of Abbott's Revenge. On the turn, out deep Astro Teddy with Lyric Monarch. Hard up against the inside, the favourite King Lap, and then Splasherette. I think Astro Teddy's in front out in the middle here. 250 left to go. Astro Teddy just the leader from King Lap. Lyric Monarch dying on his run. Splasherette making ground. King Lap still with Astro Teddy on the inside. Favourites finishing the better here on the fence. King Lap draws about a length in front of Astro Teddy, and King Lap wins. King Lap a length and a quarter to Astro Teddy. Third Splasherette. Then Lyric Monarch about 25 lengths to Abbott's Revenge. 20 lengths further back to King Eric with Prince Veritable. Next in Apricot and Whiskey, and Knight's Prospects clocked in last of all.
Unfortunate clash there between the two clubs.
The lad close handy on settling down. He'll get straight into the box seat, followed by Rampoli, Opera Buff, Solar Burn last. In the run to the first turn, they're going at a pretty good clip. Hazard All is crossing over to lead by a length and a half to Cycle on the outside of LA Chevelle, over racing. 2 lengths away, Delta Lad, 2.5 to Rampoli, a length to Opera Buff and a length to Solar Burn as they go over the crossing. At the 800 mark, Hazard All held together by 3/4 on Cycle, a length and a half LA Chevelle, and a neck away Delta Lad, who's 1 out, 1 back. 2 to Rampoli, 2 to Opera Buff, and to head back on the inside is Solar Burn. 600 out as they near the turn, no change. Hazard All about a half length on Cycle. LA Chevelle third. Delta Lad's about to ease out 3 deep as they come around the corner. Rampoli is right on his hammer, followed by Opera Buff, and back at the tail of the field Solar Burn as they come over the rise. Hazard All and Cycle. Delta Lad is cruising to them. Further out Rampoli running a bit of a race, followed by LA Chevelle. On top of the hill, Delta Lad put his head in front, but Rampoli pounces. Delta Lad just the leader. Rampoli desperately ridden is trying to pick him up. Delta Lad going best, however. Delta Lad has got the upper hand close to home, and he's drawing away. Another one for Larry Cassidy. That's 129.5. Delta Lad won easily. Rampoli might just hang on for second, and nose in front of LA Chevelle, a pretty good run, followed by Opera Buff. Cycle weakened out of it. Further back Hazard All, and Solar Burn is last of all.
This is race 4 on the program at Caulfield today. A mare's Class 6 handicap. With his call, here again is Greg Miles.
No comparison favourite ahead of Lavender and Lace, Pro Pool and Bung Lung. The favouritism order. Bung Lung going in there on the outside. Field is now locked away and ready to go. Viennetta drawn down on the inside in the red and white stripes. Off they go. Starter caught them beautifully too. The favourite, no comparison, first to bounce out. Lavender and Lace, Pro Pool and Gladden all out quickly. Branter settling just behind them with Bung Lung going forward now at the 1200 metres, and Pro Pool working to the lead. Half a length now to Gladden. No comparison dropped in behind the leader third. Bung Lung improving fourth the outside from Lavender and Lace. 1 to Branter, 1 to Gleaming Torch. Belch on the outside, and then Viennetta from Blue Thunder Lady. 2 to Greendale Lass and 2 to Red Nelda. 900 left to go. Pro Pool a half in front. Gladden is second. Bung Lung third out 3 wide. No comparison fourth on the inside of Lavender and Lace, and then Branter. Gleaming Torch 4 wide, and Belch coming out 5 wide. 2 lengths behind these is Viennetta on the inside, and then Blue Thunder Lady, Greendale Lass and Red Nelda last, but they're pretty well bunched. Only about 7 or 8 lengths covered the field, and Pro Pearl at the 600 just in front of Bung Lung, a length to Gladden. They're being followed then by Lavender and Lace and Brandt at the outside. No comparison is losing ground over on the inside under hard riding by Greg Childs. Around the outside comes Gleaming Torch, Viennetta and Blue Thunder Lady when they came to the turn. Bung Lung raced up to Pro Pearl and took the lead for Sally Win around the home turn. They're followed then by Lavender and Lace and Branter down the outside from Blue Thunder Lady. It's Bung Lung in front with Pro Pearl kicking back on the inside, clear of Lavender and Lace. Pro Pearl fighting back on the inside, and Bung Lung 150 to go. They're going to fight the race out, Pro Pearl and Bung Lung. There's nothing in it. Pro Pearl's kicking hard on the inside. She's fought back. She might just have had, yes, she has, Pro Pearl. Pro Pearl beat Bung Lung by a neck. 3 lengths away, third either Blue Thunder Lady, White Out, or Lavender and Lace. No comparison came back on the inside to run 5th after dropping right out before the turn. In behind them was Branter and Vianetta, and then Gleaming Torch and Red Nelder. Gladden was next to finish from Greendale Lass, and Belch dropped out to last. Well, that was a fighting victory by Pro Pearl, ridden by...
The Quinellas 22.10 Super Tab, up to $30.40 New South Wales. Trifecta's all about the same, but $945 Super Tab. Only a couple to join the line for race 5 at Geelong, where Arcad is the hope of the side, and we join Adam Crittenden.
And the field is locked away. Race 5, 1,749 metres is the distance. There's the all clear. Racing now, Mr. Jude won the break, landed about a half length in front. Bold Marat is looking for the front though, then Nina's Delight, Loose Rose. Zoffin out deeper, then Bocker the Brave, followed by Arcad in centre field early. Then Goulburn River Toughen Up out 3 and 4 deep, followed by Houdini Robe, and High Irish Pride drops out to the rear. Into the back, Bold Marat led by a length on Loose Rose. Zoffin the outside third, Nina's Delight is 4th. Now Arcad is back in 5th spot. He's racing one off the fence at the moment. Trapped out a little bit deeper is Bocker the Brave. 2 lengths further away to Goulburn River, then Toughen Up. Next is Mr. Jude, who drops out to be third last after being the first one out of the stalls. Then High Irish Pride, and over on the fence is Houdini Robe. Inside the 1,000-metre point, and Bold Marat is bowling along. He's 2.5 in front of Loose Rose. The inside third, Nina's Delight. Then Zoffin. Arcad is well placed 5th, followed by Bocker the Brave. Next on the rail is Goulburn River, followed by Toughen Up, Houdini Robe. High Irish Pride is second last. Mr. Jude's now last, and has got to be a dozen off the lead. 7.50 out. Bold Marat about 4 or 5 in front. From on the outside, Loose Rose, followed by Nina's Delight. Bocker the Brave now set alight. Next is Zoffin under pressure. Arcad is hard ridden, followed by Toughen Up. And then Mr. Jude taken out deep from Goulburn River. Houdini Robe, and last is High Irish Pride, but up to the turn. And Bold Marat led by 3/4, but rapidly closing on the outside is Bocker the Brave. Bocker the Brave gets on terms with Bold Marat as they swing. 3 lengths to Mr. Jude. Arcad is still running on, then Toughen Up into the straight. Bold Marat on the fence. From on the outside, Bocker the Brave, but here come the 2 favourites, Mr. Jude and Arcad. And the 2 favourites race to the lead down to the 200. Arcad on the inside. Off on the outside, Mr. Jude. They draw away to fight it out. Arcad just in front. Mr. Jude trying to close on Arcad. Arcad a neck in front. Mr. Jude won't reach Arcad. Arcad won the money. Arcad a neck to Mr. Jude, about 4 away third, Bold Marat, and then followed by Bocker the Brave with Toughen Up. Next in is Nina's Delight, Houdini Robe, followed behind those runners further back by High Irish Pride, with them Goulburn River, second last Zoffin, and last to clock in was Loose Rose.
Nice effort that by Arcad, because Arcad only...
After a girth adjustment, and the last one to move in is Young and Foolish in the Bart Cummings green and gold diagonal stripes. Epic Quest in the stalls facing up well. They look set now. Starter Bill Cooper coming over to release the field. We've got some bystanders watching the start over there, and 2 of them are carrying babies in their arms. Passers by, no doubt. Off and running, lovely start. Came out in a good line. Sporting went straight back to the tail. Bouncing out in front is Tell the Court to lead on, settling down over Triplo and Accord. Prince Zero settles down 4th, followed closely by Unrestrained, who's pulling a bit. And then Jahaldi and Music Video. Epic Quest and Test Run getting well back, followed by Sporting, and dropping out last Young and Foolish. Up to the first turn, they run 1100 out, and Accord took over for Kevin Moses to lead by a bit more than a length to Triplo. A length away, Tell the Court. A length to Prince Zero. Unrestrained's in bother on the fence. Threw the head up. Might have even brushed the running rail there. Followed by Jahaldi and then Music Video. They've slackened off the pace now. Test Run is about to take off around the field as the pace slackens. Followed by Epic Quest, Sporting and Young and Foolish. Over the crossing at the 800 mark, and the leader is Accord. Triplo second. Tell the Court third. Then Prince Zero. Jahaldi. Unrestrained on the fence, followed by Music Video. Test Run looked as though he'd start a move, but he's still well back, followed by Young and Foolish, and then Epic Quest on the fence, and tailing out to last is Sporting as they near the turn. Accord is joined and headed by Triplo as they swing the corner. Jahaldi looming up on the outside, followed by Tell the Court, and then Prince Zero and Test Run as they top the rise. Accord is headed by Triplo. Tell the Court coming between them, and the grey on the outside is Jahaldi. Triplo and Tell the Court have drawn clear. They're fighting it out at the 200. Tell the Court might have his head in front. front. Triplo's wide out. There's about 6 or 7 horses between them. Now it's Triplo getting the upper hand. Jahaldi wider out, but Triplo forging clear near the post and wins it well. Now Jahaldi on the extreme outside will get second. Tell the Court will be third, followed by Tess Run Accord, then Prince Zero, followed by Music Video from Sporting, Young and Foolish, and the last couple Epic Quest and Unrestrained. Winner is Triplo, ridden by Corey Brown. Corey's
favourite on the tote here is 11 Kaibaroo, 390 and 170. Just
is trained by...
And the field is ready to go. Kaibaroo on the outside, wearing new colours, blue and white with a yellow cap, yellow blinkers. All set. Ready to go. 1100 the journey. King Cossack bobbing his head down in gate number 2. There was an attendant down there in front of Zizix, who's now climbing out of the way, and they're set this time. Ready. Starter has them here. Light flashing, they're set now. Off they go. Kaibaroo a little slow. Tie Boxer missed the start. King Cossack didn't begin all that well, and Zizix dropped out to be a clear last. Storm Boy began very fast, and now Kaibaroo gathers pace to go up and head him. Federal Agent settling down third, and King Cossack booting up on the inside, followed by Santiro. Diamond tipped. Rare Event out wide as next, and then Pyramid Boy, Tie Boxer, and Zizix dropped out to last. Kaibaroo took about a half-length advantage on Storm Boy at the 600. 2 lengths to King Cossack in third around Santiro, and then Federal Agent the outside. 2 to Diamond Tip, 1 to Pyramid Boy, hard ridden on the inside of Rare Event, and then Tie Boxer and Zizix last when they came to the turn where Kaibaroo's going to swing the corner, the leader from Storm Boy the inside. Santiro the rail, and then came King Cossack and Federal Agent chasing after the leader, clear of Diamond Tipped and Pyramid Boy. Kaibaroo out in the middle of the course as a narrow leader from Storm Boy with the rail. Santiro, King Cossack running on fairly, but Kaibaroo nicely clear with 150 to go. He's out by 3 lengths. He's well and truly home, Kaibaroo. The others are fighting out the minors behind him, but it's all Kaibaroo in the run home. And Greg Childs wins again. Beats Santiro second. King Cossack is a neck away third. Then Storm Boy, Pyramid Boy, Federal Agent, Zizix, Rare Event, followed by Diamond Tipped, and Tie Boxer was last of all.
And the winners there, number 11, Kaibaroo, $3.70 and $1.60.
Won his last 2 starts. He's rising into a Class 4 race today, and he is rising in distance as well. Over the bay is set. My Vero comes up on the tote. 3 Lectus is the favourite at $3.70, $1.80. Number 2 Gamesmanship at $5, $2.50. Number 8 Lead Singer, $7.50, $2. Number 4 Over the Bay at $8.20 and $2.50. Last couple moving in. Shining Prospect is set. Last one up, Speed Up Gem. All in, set to go, race 6. Ready for a start. Off and racing. Broken a pretty good line too. Sail Plane and My Vero dipped, almost fell shortly after the start. Drops back to last. Lead Singer bounced in front. He leads early, gets across to lead from Stout. Gamesmanship moving up on the outside. Then over the bay out a little bit deep is Speed Up Gem. A length Apollo Gold, highly handy. Next the fence is Lectus. A length further away to Shining Prospect, Sail Plane and My Vero last 10 off the lead. Down the back and the leader is Gamesmanship by 3/4 to Speed Up Gem. Not a lot of pace on at the moment. Third the inside is Over the Bay. A length further back to Lead Singer, 2 to Apollo Gold outside of Stout. A length and a half to Highly Handy. Next in the field over on the inside is My Vero, followed by Lead Singer, or at the Lectus it is, one off the fence, then Shining Prospect and Sail Plane is last of all. 1,000 out and Gamesmanship 3/4 in front of Speed Up Gem. Third on the inside is Lead Singer from Over the Bay, and Apollo Gold out 3 deep is going forward. 2 lengths then to Stout, followed by Highly Handy. Next on the inside is My Vero, followed by Lectus, and 2 away to Shining Prospect with Sail Plane. Down the side, the leader Gamesmanship led by just on a length, giving chase a Speed Up Gem out deeper Apollo Gold. Then Lead Singer in behind them on the fence from Over the Bay. Out deep is Highly Handy, followed by Lectus, My Vero, Stout, then Shining Prospect, and last of all up to the turn is Sail Plane. 4:50 to go, and Gamesmanship still led by a length. Speed Up Gem is gone. Getting to second is Lead Singer, and out deep Highly Handy sweeping on the leaders now. Into the straight, Highly Handy Handy's hit the front from Lead Singer. Gamesmanship is gone. Then My Vero, very wide out, Shining Prospect, and back on the inside, Sailplane, but Highly Handy sailing away at the 150. He raced about 4 lengths in front. My Vero moving to second, Lead Singer battling away, and then Stout, but it's all Highly Handy, and Highly Handy wins the money about 2.5 to My Vero. Stout gets up to run third in front of Lead Singer. Then wide out was Lectus, followed by Sailplane, a long break to Over the Bay, Shining Prospect, then Gamesmanship, Apollo Gold, and last in Speed Up Gem.
Well, number 7, Highly Handy, to pay $12.
Starters on his stand, should be a start, and they're off. And Wicked Burrito in the Lone Star colours pinged in front, but Justin Sheehan immediately took hold. Rolling Brook has booted up on the inside to lead, Daydream Lover taking him on. Splendid Retreat settles in third place on the inside of O'Canny. State Control is 3 deep in the early part. Getting back Daunting Prospect with Bugatti, and Wicked Burrito is 3 wide around the first corner, and out the back is Martian. The leader now, Rolling Brook, by a length on Daydream Lover. A length away, Splendid Retreat on the inside of O'Canny, and State Control 3 wide as they go over the crossing. A length further back, Daunting Prospect, a half length to Bugatti, who spat out the bit there, and Forrest has got to ride him along. Getting up close to the rail is Martian, getting between horses now, not a lot of room there, and Wicked Burrito is starting a forward move. They're bunched up very tightly. Rolling Brook the leader, State Control wide out. In the yellow colours with the black cap is Daydream Lover. On the fence, Splendid Retreat, and then O'Canny, and Wicked Burrito's got to make the turn about 5 deep. Heads a turn for home. Rolling Brook the leader. Splendid Retreat getting to second. Daydream Lover looks to be struggling. O'Canny is putting in a dash. On top of the rise, Rolling Brook the leader. Splendid Retreat is the first to throw down the gauntlet with O'Canny further out. None of the others can win. Rolling Brook headed by Splendid Retreat. A length away, O'Canny. Splendid Retreat flat to the boards. A half length on Rolling Brook. A length away, O'Canny. Splendid Retreat desperately ridden is just in front. O'Canny is lunging late on the outside. They're wide apart and there's little in it. Very close. O'Canny or Splendid Retreat, nothing in it. The rail's out 8 metres, makes it even trickier. Rolling Brook close up, followed by Daunting Prospect. At the head of the others, Bugatti, Wicked Burrito, and then State Control, Martian, and a long last is Daydream Lover. Now, a lot of people might think the inside has lasted here, Splendid Retreat.
Caulfield for race 6 as we join Greg Miles.
Now, going in as Island Dice. Thank you, Rod. The last of them getting ready here. We're Robley Lass to run the favourite, number 3. She's going to get back, which is going to make her task a little hard, but she's the top pick over Queenstown Kate and Space Regent. All set. Ready to go now. Off they go. Addie began fairly on the inside. Wisteria Walk beat her out. Save Time a little slow as hunted up over on the extreme outside. Carter's Voice, Queenstown Kate jumped away well, and they're up in the firing line from Space Regent at our Charisse. There's Save Time still working up over on the outside to run to the lead after covering about 400 metres. And so Save Time takes it up now over Wisteria Walk. Carter's Voice is third. 1.5 lengths Space Regent, Queenstown Kate. 2 lengths further back in the field then came moving up over on the outside as Island Dice around the outside of our Charisse, and then Robley Lass middle of the field. 2 Diamba followed by Atty, and back behind her in the field is Chicago Baby and Palmerston Mist. Save Time went to the 1,000 metre mark, 1.25 lengths in front of Carter's Voice, and just behind them Wisteria Walk. Space Regent moving up, Queenstown Kate in the centre. 2 or 3 lengths further back is Island Dice, our Charisse, a half Robley Lass, Diamba out wider. 1.5 to Atty, and then Chicago Baby second last, and Palmerston Mist last by 2. Inside the 800, and Save Time the leader, out by 1/2 length to Carter's Voice, and Space Regent the outside third. Wisteria Walk and Queenstown Kate together next. 2 lengths in front of Island Dice. Diamba going up wide. Hard ridden on the rail then came our Charisse, and Robley Lass is next, also being asked to go, but she hasn't picked up any ground at the moment. Then Chicago Baby, Atty and Palmerston Mist when they came to the corner, and Save Time at the 400 being tackled now by Carter's Voice in the centre. Space Regent on the outside. Queenstown Kate just behind them, followed by Wisteria Walk. Robley Lass has picked up a bit of ground now. Round the turn they come, and Space Regent went up to Carter's Voice. Queenstown Kate wider out. Save Time on the rail. Robley Lass wanting to hang in a bit. Rider with the whip in the left hand. It's Carter's Voice kicking back, and Space Regent. Robley Lass all over the track is still coming, and Wisteria Walk in the centre. 100 to go, and Wisteria Walk's hit the front. The green Robley Lass can't get to Wisteria Walk. Wisteria Walk in front of Carter's Voice. Wisteria Walk 3/4 to Carter's Voice. Robbery Lasses, green as a billiard table, ran third. Then Space Regent, Atty, Chicago Baby, a gap to Save Time, who worked hard to find the lead and then weakened. Queenstown Kate dropped out on the straight, followed by Diamber. Palmerston missed. Towards the end of the field, our Cerise.
Followed by Tabua. Soho Tram gets right through to be behind them early, followed by Ringmaster, Our Miss Earl. Out deeper on the course then is Sharp Lord, followed second last in the race by Pinero, and last is Northern Vogue. About to turn off the back, and the leader is Entrio by a length on Lilt. Miami Habit over on the inside with Melander, then followed by the Love Doctor. Out deep is Tabua. Midfield the inside Soho Tram from Our Miss Earl. Next is Ringmaster from Pinero. Second last is Sharp Lord, and a length away last is Northern Vogue. 700 out. Entrio led off the back by 2 lengths to Lilt. 3 deep around Melander. Over on the fence is Miami Habit, a length further back to Bua. Soho Tram trying to get off the fence there. The Love Doctor just had to be checked. Out deep is Our Miss Earl going around them, followed by Ringmaster. Back to third last Pinero, followed by Sharp Lord, and last is Northern Vogue. But Entrio said ta-da at the 400. Raced about 4 lengths in front. Melander's gone, so too Miami Habit. Getting out deep is Tabua with the Love Doctor. Widest of all is Our Miss Earl. They're coming out after Entrio at the 300. Entrio hard up against the inside fence. Our Miss Earl out towards the car park has gone up on the outside, then followed by the Love Doctor. Still in front though on the inside. I'd say Entrio's about 2 clear. Our Miss Earl is trying to close clear of the Love Doctor, but hard up against the rail. It's Entrio winning by a length and a half to Our Miss Earl. 3 away third is the Love Doctor, followed by Ringmaster, then Tabua. Next in Sharp Lord with Lilt, Pinero, Soho Tram, Melander, then Miami Habit, and last in Northern Vogue.
And that winner there, number 2, Entrio, $11.70 and $4.50. Our Miss Earl, number 7, $2. Number 1, the Love Doctor, $2.30. And stuck to the inside and got the money. Entrio in that the 7th event at Geelong. Leah McKellar, 3-year-old fillies handicap. Here's John.
Righto, Rod. Race 6 it is. Starter Billy Cooper has an entourage surrounding him over there at the starting point on a delightful winter's day in Sydney. Bit better than Kilmore. Gates open, off, and Deadlock from the inside is one of the first out. Very slow to move, Pancha Tantra. Missed it a couple of lengths. My Dance began quickly. A Crude is driving through. Lady of Snows, one of the leaders soon after the start. But at the end of 200 metres, hard to sort them out. My Dance and a Crude from Lady of Snows on the inside. French Love is the widest runner, surging on towards the lead. Gypsy Jess is up there, and there's a length covering 5 or 6 of them. Just behind those is Joanne's Daughter, followed by Vinely Blue, and then Deadlock, Wayward Royal. Whitfield Avenue is well back, and tacking on is Pancha Tantra. 500 out as they near the turn. What a race. Lady of Snows with the inside running. 1 out is a Crude. 3 deep is Gypsy Jess, and 4 deep is French Love as they turn for home. My Dance is next, and the widest runner, Joanne's Daughter with the white cap. Over the rise, Lady of Snows slipped them and put about a length and a half on Gypsy Jess, followed by Joanne's Daughter. To the 200, Lady of Snows has exploded away. Lady of Snows about 3 lengths on Joanne's Daughter and Gypsy Jess. Lady of Snows well clear 100 out. Joanne's Daughter getting into second place, but Lady of Snows has run them off their feet today. Lady of Snows goes right on with the job and wins it easily over Joanne's Daughter. Gypsy Jess third, Whitfield Avenue fourth, a nice run, followed by Deadlock, Pancha Tantra, then Wayward Royal, French Love and My Dance, and a long way back a Crude, and last is Vinely Blue. The Dorothea McKellar handicap has been won by number 4, Lady of Snows, ridden by Lenny Beasley, which is hardly an appropriate winner for the Dorothea.
Race over 2,039 metres. Starter has them. Woodrow in the middle of the line. Carol Anns has stood well with Past Master, Camargo. Off they go. Comandero began very well on the inside. Sea Outlaw getting back a little early in company with Woodrow, and Modesto began running and bounced out in front of Salad Touch, Carolanza and Past Master, who's improving. Juga Jug from a wide barrier is going up, and Nick Matt wants to be a part of the action too. Settling fully now, and the leader at the 1600, Modesto from Past Master second. Juga Jug trapped out is third. Pushing up on the inside, Salad Touch and Carolanza inclined to over races fifth, followed by Comandero on the inside, and then then Nick Matt. One further back is Camargo, about 2 lengths to Sea Outlaw, Willow Moore, Woodrow, and Dry Show was last of all as they climbed the hill at the back of the track. A little over 1,200 metres to go, and Modesto, the leader. Passmaster a length and a half away second. Salad Touch the rail third. Jugar Jug the outsiders fourth, and they're followed a little further back in the field then by Carolans are over on the outside, and Commandero the rail, and then Nick Matt a length and a half. Camargo within 7 lengths of the leader. They're followed by Willow Moore and Dry Show going up around the outside. 2 lengths further back in the field. Then at the head of the others was Sea Outlaw, and Woodrow was last of all, and they're inside the 1,000 metres. And Modesto takes the field onto the railway side, leading Passmaster and Jugar Jug the outside. Salad Touch on the rail just behind them from Nick Matt and Carolanza as they head along down past the 800 metre mark now. Dry Show making some ground. They're bunching up here. Then Commandero over on the inside, needing to get a run as Camargo starts his run around the outside. He's within about 2 or 3 lengths and is coming home well. They're nearing the home turn now, 500 metres to go. Carolanza raced up and took the lead out wide from Passmaster and Modesto. Nick Matt is there and Camargo within about 3 of the leader. Salad Touch held up a little coming around the home turn, and then Dry Show and Sea Outlaw. Carolanza shot about 2 or 3 lengths in front around the home turn. Modesto kicking back on the inside. The top weight Camargo was right there to pounce, and Salad Touch getting a rails run in the straight now. Carolanza tackled by Camargo. Modesto fighting on, 200 to go, and Camargo wants to lay in, has taken the lead from Modesto. And here's Dry Show. Dry Show is rattling home on the outside. Camargo in front of Modesto, and Dry Show, a great drive to the line. They hit it. Camargo Childs has got the best out of it to just beat Modesto and Dry Touch on the outside, Dry Show on the outside. Then Salad Touch, a gap Carolanza, followed further back in the field by Commandero, and Passmaster back there with those was Woodrow, a long break to Sea Outlaw, Willow Moore, Nick Matt and Jugar Jug a bad last. Well, the strength of Greg Childs has been a telling factor there. I think this will get the photo, number 1. Camargo, judge calling for the camera. It was Camargo in the middle, Modesto on the inside. Dry Show was starting to come home at a...
Charlie Boy is set, ready for race 8. Racing. Bounced away in a pretty good line. Nicoletto towards the middle with Skifer keeps 2 of the first away. They lead Tyrrell Pete, New Hope. Kingston Grove not far away. Then Amstead over on the inside, followed by Grey Annie. Very deep out Charlie Boy around the outside of Unlisted, Texan King. Getting squeezed up there. King's Ace dropped out to be second last, and Even Prospect is last. Still very tightly packed though. Inside the 950, Skifer keeps a half length Kingston Grove. Tyrrell Pete the fence is third inside of Unlisted. 1 further back then to Amstead. 4 and 5 wide is New Hope around Texan King, and back there in the centre of those runners as they turn off the back would be King's Ace, followed further back in the race by Grey Annie, who's losing ground over on the inside of our Charlie Boy, and back of the tail is Even Prospect. Nicoletto in centre field, 600 to go, and still the pilot here is Skifer Keeps, led by a length Kingston Grove under pressure, needing a run on the fence is Tyrrell Peter, now sneaks through as coming deep is Unlisted, followed by Texan King, Nicoletto, and the rest are headed by our Charlie Boy, very wide out on the track with Even Prospect. King's Ace not in the race at the moment. 400 to go. Skifer keeps a length in front. Giving chase is Tyrrell Pete, 2 or 3 to Unlisted, who looks to be struggling. Nicoletto starting to run on now. Down to the 250. Tyrrell Pete took the front from Skifer Keeps. Nicoletto looks the danger on the outside, and Even Prospect right down the outside starting to sprout wings. Nicoletto took the front from Tyrrell Pete the inside, clear of Even Prospect. Nicoletto just in front of Tyrrell Pete. Even Prospect lunging. Oh, very close. Even Prospects made an almighty lunge at Nicoletto right on the line. Tight photo here, a neck away third the inside, Tyrrell Peter break then to Skifer Keeps. Next home would have been Grey Annie over on the inside, followed in by King's Ace, then our Charlie Boy, Texan King Amstead, then Unlisted, followed in by New Hope, and back of the tail Kingston Grove. I'll leave this to the judge. Number 3's got up on the outside. 3's got up to win, Even Prospect, ridden by Marie Payne. 5, Nicoletto, Jason Patton second. And 8.
Zeppo was the youngest brother. I'll ask Mick straight after the race just to clear it up, because it is important. Now the starter's onto his stand and they're ready to jump. Regional time, the inside runner. Off, good start, and Sovereign Bullet wide out. Curly's Galloway quickly, closer down to the inside, and Trust Cliff is mustering speed in a hurry, and so is Regional Time. Le Cheval's going to settle down right on the pace, followed by Entyrus, Bellotto Bill, Tats Regard caught wide. At the head of the others, Zeppo getting a fair way back, followed by Gazali. A mile back in the field on settling down, and Yallamundi is last of all as they race to the 700 metres mark, and Trust Cliff on the outside, a narrow leader over Regional Time. 2.5 lengths away, Sovereign Bullet, as they come up to the home turn. At the head of the others then, Curly's Gal, followed by Le Cheval, Bellotto Bill. Zeppo is worse than midfield. A long way back is Appalache as they straighten over the rise, and Trust Cliff and Regional Time are a mile in front of the others. 3 lengths away, Sovereign Bullet, Bellotto Bill wide out in the middle of the track, and with him is Appalache. Trust Cliff and Regional Time, they're both tied. Sovereign Bullet is pouncing, and Bellotto Bill and Appalache are going to flash home here in a moment. Sovereign Bullet grabs the lead. Bellotto Bill and Appalache are charging late. It's Bellotto Bill heading Sovereign Bullet, and Bellotto Bill gets home. Bellotto Bill drawing away to beat Appalache. Sovereign Bullet third, fourth Regional Time, followed by Trust Cliff, Zeppo, then Le Cheval, well back in Tyrus, Gazali, Curly's Gal, Tats Regard, and Yallamundi pulled up at the tail of the field.
Northern Emperor kicked it solidly on the inside, but they're set at Caulfield. One to still go into line there. I think Eric Sanford's horse might have got it. Number 6, Northern Emperor. Anyway, we'll have that photo shortly. Here's Greg Miles.
Just a one to move in on the outside is Beauty. The favourite is Prince Polaire at 240 and 150. Beauty joins them, all set to go. Up in the 1200 shoot. Favourite drawn barrier 1, off they go, and Prince Polaire began okay on the inside. Beauty was away very fast on the outer. Blazing Aura hopped out of the gates quickly. Polo Jack showing pace, and so too is Renoir Vista over on the outside, settling fully now. And here Beauty is going to track out very wide, but pushing up is Clan now in the centre at the 800, and Clan goes to the lead. Prince Polaire with the rail, Polo Jack and Blazing Aura, and out very wide is Beauty. A length further back is Renoir Vista, followed by Usku and Regula, and about 5 or 6 lengths to Rejuia. Bunching now at the 600 metres. Clan off the rail, the leader. Prince Polaire holds the fence with Polo Jack just outside it. They're followed by Renoir Vista coming into it. Usku and Regula are very wide, followed by Blazing Aura losing ground, and so too is Beauty out over on the outside as they swing around the home corner, and Rejuia's tacked on. They're across the track into the straight now. Clan being tackled by Renoir Vista and Polo Jack, and Prince Polaire still there on the inside, and they're well clear of Regula. It's Renoir Vista dashing to the lead at the 200 metre mark. Renoir Vista racing away now from Polo Jack, Prince Polaire, Clan, and then Rejuia coming down the outside. But Renoir Vista is well clear. It's about 3 lengths in front. Rejuia is really rattling home. Renoir Vista noticeably tiring, but Renoir Vista fell in to beat Rejuia, which has come from last, a huge run. Clan about 3 lengths away in third placing, followed by Prince Polaire, the favourite, missing a place, clear of Polo Jack. Usku never came into it, then Regula, followed by Beauty, and Blazing Aura was last of all. Renoir Vista's taken out the money, number 11, ridden by Matthew Paget. A day of doubles, that's a double for Matthew, and it's also a double for Lee Freedman. But the run of the second horse was an eye-catcher, Rejuia, coming from a clear last, and Clan holding on to third. Numbers on race 8 are 11, 10 and 5. 11, 10 and 5. Prince Polaire ran 4th, and 5th home in the race was Polo Jack. Renoir Vista taking it out, ridden by Matthew Paget. That gives a double to Matthew Paget and Lee Freedman. And Lee now has established an all-time record for the most number of wins in a metropolitan season, eclipsing the mark set by David Hayes in 1991 and 92 of 93.5 wins. 94.5 now for the Freedman Brothers Incorporated, and they'll go on in the last few weeks of the season with a smallish team, no doubt, and rack up a few to make it a mark to stand the test of time. Well, Rejuia is one we want to follow. It jumped up second up from a spell here today, and came from a clear last with a monster finishing run. Few more strides, it would have won the race, ridden by Kieran McAvoy. Its turn won't be too far away, and Clan in third place. Prince Polaire stayed on the rail, probably not the place to be as it happened towards the end of the day, and it ran 4th. I think we could forgive him, but the disappointment of the race was Usku, who never came into it at any stage and was a big disappointment in the last. Half a length by 3 with the margins, a half by 3, and a half length to 4th, and the time was 1:15 115.16. So
Penryn third in the box seat. Over on the inside of Anu, 3 deep is Diamond Pete. Over on the fence is Priest. A length further back to Biddy My Joe, followed by our Lisa Rand. 2 lengths to Dr. Davo. And 3 away last is King Assassin. 1,000 to go. And the leader is Rocky Glen by 3/4 to My Scruples. 1 away third is Penryn. Moving up out deeper now is Anu, followed back on the fence by Priest. Next is Biddy My Joe, followed further out of the race by Diamond Pete. Our Lisa Rand just losing ground there from Dr. Davo. And still 3 lengths away last is King Assassin. 7.50 out. Rocky Glen led off the back by 2 lengths. Anu goes up on the outside of Penryn. 2 away then to Diamond Pete, followed by My Scruples, who's giving ground with Biddy My Joe. Next in the field is Dr. Davo. Our Lisa Rand is next, followed by Priest, and King Assassin's 15 off the lead last of all. But Rocky Glen tried to pinch the race up to the turn. 4.50 out. Rocky Glen raced about 4 lengths in front of Anu, who's leading the chase, followed in third spot by Penryn, but he's under the whip. Next, Biddy My Joe, and then Dr. Davo, but Rocky Glen's the one to catch in the straight. 3.50 out. Rocky Glen about 4 or 5 in front. The swoopers down the centre are finishing on Biddy My Joe and Dr. Davo. They are. It's Rocky Glen in front, still 3 lengths clear. Getting into second spot, Dr. Davo is quickly coming at Rocky Glen, who can't pick up his legs close to home. Dr. Davo swooped upon him, took the lead, and Dr. Davo races away. Dr. Davo about 2.5 to Rocky Glen. Third, Biddy My Joe. A break to Anu, followed by Penryn. Next in was Diamond Pete with
I'm looking for Las Vegas.
Attention, all Las Vegas lounge